Welcome back to Go With Us. This is Litten Community Day 2024. We're going to run through all of the details, flesh out a few tips and tricks for you guys, and we're even going to focus on those new Community Day moves to see if they actually make a difference on the final evolution. Let's not waste any more time. You know the deal. You know what time it is. Let's get straight into it. This is a good place to start. Litten. Litten is a fire-type fire cat Pokemon originally coming from the Alola region in Generation 7. Litten evolves into Torracat using 25 candy and finally into Inceniroar, which is a fire and dark type Pokemon, also of course coming from the Alola region. And on this day, Inceniroar is going to get access to two new moves. One is going to be a Community Day move and one is just going to be added to the move pool. But now we're going to move on into when this Community Day is going to be happening. Guys, it's going to be happening this weekend on March 16th from 2 to 5 p.m. local time. But moving on to the bonuses of this Comm Day, there's going to be a couple, but the main bonus is going to be 3 times catch XP for every Litten or any Pokemon that we catch during the 3-hour time frame. A great time to get that XP, throw as many excellence on those lucky eggs, as many as you can. Stack that XP, a great way to do it. Trainers can also get 2 times catch candy from catching Pokemon. Trainers level 31 and up are going to have increased chance of getting XL candy when catching these Litten. We're gonna have 3-hour incenses, and remember that does not include the daily incense. We're gonna have 3-hour lure modules, and again that does not include the golden lure. And as always, we can take 5 snapshots to get photobombed by Litten, which is pretty cool. Remember that Litten can be shiny too, and it's probably a good time to mention now that Litten is gonna have boosted shiny rates. As always on every Comm Day, it goes from like this black and red to this white and red color. Very, very popular. A lot of people want the shiny, so this is going to be a great day. And lastly, we can get 1 additional special trade during this day, and of course trades are going to cost 50% less Stardust. Don't sleep on that special trade. We say it every single Comm Day video, and we're going to say it again. We've seen some incredible results. Do it for sure. Every trainer is going to get the chance at purchasing the special Community Day research ticket for a total cost of $1, which is of course going to surround Litten, where we can get some extra Litten encounters, some Stardust, and maybe even some lucky eggs. And speaking of research, there's going to be field research themed around Litten Comm Day 2. Remember that 100% IV is going to be 443. We're going to put it on the screen now. That is going to be that hundo. Imagine someone got the shundo on this day. That would be incredible. Please, Lord. And after the Community Day finishes, there's going to be 4-star raid bosses, which is going to be Torracat, which is going to be appearing at gyms. Remember, if you defeat this Torracat, you're probably going to need at least 3 to 5 trainers. It looks a lot harder than what it actually is, but once you defeat this Torracat, Litten is going to be spawning around the gym in a radius of 300 meters for about 30 minutes at the same shiny rate. So if you didn't get that shiny or want more of them, that would be a good time to do it too. And let's not forget that there's going to be Pokestop showcases, which is going to be featuring Litten, probably in its XXL form. Enter these, you got to work towards that platinum medal, and you can even get some premium rewards, and who knows, you may even get a lucky egg or some lure modules if you're lucky too. Moving on to our top tips surrounding Litten Comm Day. The first tip is definitely going to be surrounding Mega Pokemon getting candy and XL candy gains. Guys, Comm Days are such good days to do it, even Spotlight Hours, because if you evolve a Mega Level 3 Pokemon, you have such huge chances. On top of the fact that already it's increased chance of getting XL candy, the XL candy gains can be huge here. Because Litten shares that fire and that dark typing, we would really recommend using any fire type Mega or any dark type Mega, but specifically one that you could use that hits both is going to be that Mega Houndoom, because it hits that fire and dark typing. Definitely Mega Evolve Pokemon on this day. And tip number 2 is actually going to be surrounding the new moves. Let's start off with Darkest Lariat. So Darkest Lariat is actually Inceniroar's speciality move in the main series core games, but it's not necessarily a legacy move in Pokemon Go. So Darkest Lariat is actually, when it comes to raids, is going to be a 1-bar charged attack that does 120 power. So just off the bat, that's probably not the best news, because generally 2-bar charged attacks are always the better way to go in raids. It's because you can get more moves off more often, and in PvP it becomes a 2-bar charged attack with 80 power. So I think this is solid, but it really depends on the fast moves it gets paired with. Let's move on now to Blast Burn. Everybody knows this. Blast Burn is the premier fire type move to use generally on every single starter fire Pokemon. Particularly the one that comes to mind is going to be the Mega Charizard Y. We mentioned it in the last video, which is going to be Weather Week, by the way. If you guys want to check that out, please check it out up here. Mega Charizard Y is ranked number 2 with that Blast Burn combination. So Blast Burn does so much damage, and as a raid attacker, it's definitely going to improve Inceniroar 100%, because I think in the fire type category, it's like only sitting, it's not even sitting in the top 30, but for sure, Blast Burn is going to bring this maybe right up into the top 20, but unfortunately, whether it be Darkest Lariat or Blast Burn, I don't think any of them are going to make the biggest difference in terms of really competing against the other fire and dark types that are in Pokemon Go, in PvP, as well as a raid attacker. But are these moves going to improve this Pokemon? 100%. We've actually just done a few kind of Pokebattler matchups to see, does this thing even improve? And it looks like, especially with both moves as the combination, it does actually improve things. So overall, guys, this is a pretty boss calm day. I'm definitely going to be going after that XP. You know the deal. We got a big week coming up. We've got Kyogre Raid Day. I think the very next day. We're in the middle of Weather Week. So you know what the deal is, guys. Go with us. We're going to be covering everything. We look forward to bringing it all to you guys. And we'll be sure to see you on the next one, baby.